episode of the Low Budget Review Show. I'm your host, Eric Smith, and today I'm talking about Death Do Us Part by JG Faherty, I believe is how you pronounce his name. It's from Sam Hain Publishing. It's just a novella, so as with all of their novellas, it's only available as an ebook, so I don't have anything to hold up and show you. If you want to check out that cool cover again, just go back to the beginning of the video and look at that picture that I put there. So Death Do Us Part is a revenge from beyond the grave story. Our main character is Art Stanhope, and his marriage is not good. His wife seems to have gone crazy, and she ends up dead, but she doesn't completely stay that way. She comes back from beyond the grave to exact her vengeance on her husband and sister and child. That's a nutshell. As nutty a nutshell as you can get. This is a very short novella. It's the story itself is barely 60 pages. It flies right along. And I really enjoyed this story. I was a little worried at first because the beginning of the story really, I don't want to say it moves fast. It moves quickly, but it jumps forward in time quickly. And I was afraid we were going to lose something, but not at all. We start with the death of Catherine, and then it jumps ahead 6 months. And Art has asked his girlfriend, Missy, who happens to be Catherine's sister, to move in with him. So now we've got Art and Missy and Art's son, Connor, living together. And Catherine is not happy with any of these people. And the craziness begins, the supernatural shenanigans. And they're really, really wild and really cool. I really enjoyed them. So my fears about how the pacing of this story was going to go were completely unfounded. The main chunk of the story is very well paced, with lots of twists and turns, lots of supernatural goings-ons, lots of danger for our characters. My only real problem would be the characters themselves seem a little underdeveloped. Connor, especially, the kid, we really don't get to know him at all. We get to know Art and Missy a little bit. I do wish we would have gotten to know a little bit more about Catherine, what it was, what she was so angry about, why she was crazy, what incidents made the people in her life think she was going crazy. Just maybe some exposition from Art and Missy, maybe when they're sitting around. Some anecdotal things. That's just something I would have liked to see. I mean, obviously, if you're so angry with the people in your life that you come back from the dead, then you've got some issues. But I would have liked a little more concrete stuff as far as that went. Character is very important to me. But aside from that, just a very, as I said, a pretty fast-paced story. A lot of wild stuff, really good, freaky stuff going on. I don't want to tell you. You could read this in one sitting, and as with anything that's kind of this short, if I go too much into it, I could be accused of spoiling it, and I don't want to do that. But basically, Art and Missy moves in with Art and Connor, and Missy was having some problems in her old apartment, and those problems seem to follow her to the new house that she's sharing with Art and Connor. Things breaking, things moving, weird noises, and of course that escalates. We, the reader, know what it is, especially if you read the back cover copy. That's not really on the back cover. And it just escalates. And Art calls in somebody, and it may or may not be a solution. Uh, it's not. The first time, it never takes. So Art has to figure out exactly what's going on and how to stop it. And it becomes deadly. So, of course, he wants to protect himself and Missy and his son. But it's wild, man. I don't want to get into the details, but I really, really enjoyed this. I don't think this is the first thing I've read by Mr. Faherty. I think I've read at least one of his short stories. I think I have an anthology that he has a story in. Um, but I'm gonna have to find some more because this really, I like the nice, clean writing style that he has, um, as I said, the pacing of the story was really nice. So wow, not that much I can say about this because for fear of giving something away. Just that it's a really really good, as I said, revenge from beyond the grave story. Um, I mean, that's the best way to describe it. That tells you exactly what you're getting into. It's very well written. I wish the characters had been developed a little bit more, but my rating for it is 4.5 out of 5. Uh, corpse ring fingers, zombie ring fingers. I don't know. I just thought since it had to do with, husband and wife, and it's called Death Do Us Part, that the corpse ring fingers would be a good choice. But 4.5 out of 5. This was really, really entertaining. That's the most important thing. Um, if this were an actual book, I'd say I couldn't put it down. But since I was reading it on my computer, it was already just sitting. So, but yeah, I highly recommend this. Again, this is an author that I'm definitely going to have to find some more of his work and read it. If it comes even close to this, it's going to be worth my time, and I think this story is definitely worth your time. So that's Death Do Us Part by JG Faherty. If you have any comments, questions, or corrections, please put them in the comments below. Comments will be open for spoilers. Just post a spoiler warning. So if you want more detail on the story, ask me in the comments below and I'd be happy to share. I'm not sure what else I could tell you because you need to read it for yourself. Oh, I will have links to purchase the story in the description below. I'll have one for Sam Hain, one for Amazon, as I always do. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I believe that's all I've got for Death Do Us Part by JG Faherty. Faherty. Not sure. Anyway, this has been the Low Budget Review Show. I have been Eric Smith, and until next time, read more books.